Whether you stream, create podcasts, do voiceover work, or make YouTube videos, like myself, you know the importance of good audio quality. However, you also probably know that good audio quality comes with a big learning curve and a hefty price tag. But that's where this USB microphone comes in. It makes having good audio quality accessible in price as well as easy to produce. With that being said, this is my short and sweet review on the Blue Yeti microphone. Hi y'all, it's Annelies, and you are listening to audio straight out of no editing or anything like that from the Blue Yeti microphone. Now this is a USB condenser microphone with 3 condenser capsules and 4 pickup patterns. I don't know what half of that means. And that is kind of my purpose for this review, is I am a person who doesn't know a lot about audio, and to be completely honest, it kind of scares me, but I know how important it can be with making sure that my content sounds high quality, and also I like the sound of good audio. But what I love about this microphone is there were maybe like a few things I had to learn, but in all honesty, the first time I used it, I took it out of the box, plugged it into my computer, and it sounded pretty dang good. Then just learning what all these knobs and bits on here made it sound even better. So I'm gonna show you what the physical microphone does, and then tell you how I use it, and let this serve as the final push for you to buy the microphone I know you probably want. So going over the microphone real quick, and this is what will honestly help you so much in your content creation, the main knob you need to worry about is the one with all the symbols on it. That is for your pickup patterns. Now there are 4 that come with this microphone, or that this microphone can do, and that is bidirectional, omnidirectional, cardioid, and stereoid. Stereo. What I'm using right now is cardioid, and that is just meaning that the audio is being picked up me speaking into the front. That was terrible English, but I'm speaking into the front of the microphone, and it's only picking audio from the front of the microphone. If I turn the microphone around, you probably can't hear me as well or at all. Now, the other modes might be better for you if you're doing like podcasting with multiple people, but just using the one microphone. I would say if you are doing any other recording besides just you yourself talking into said microphone, give it a Google. You'll find your answer pretty quickly. But you're podcasting, you're doing voiceover work, cardioid is your boy. The knob above that is gain. That's the sensitivity of the microphone. On the back here, there's another knob that is volume for the headphones that I have plugged into this microphone, because you can plug headphones in, which is pretty great. I just use these little in-ear earbeats that are like 5 years old, but it does the job, and now I can hear how loud I'm talking, or if I can even hear myself at all, because there is a mute button right above this headphone volume knob that I've accidentally clicked it before, just like I did then. And then I'm talking for like 2 minutes and then I don't hear myself. So it's got a red light, and if it's flashing, that means you're muted. Solid red means you're good. That's another pro tip. Now this microphone connects via USB. It's mini USB going into the mic. The version that I have, which I'm pretty sure is all versions, it's mini USB going into the mic, and then USB 3.0 going into the computer. I have an adapter going from 3.0 to USB-C, and it works. My computer, which is a MacBook Pro, detects it automatically, and I'm recording in GarageBand right now with no issues. When I do voiceovers for my videos in Final Cut Pro, I can actually choose what microphone in the voiceover setting, so it's all really simple to get started. Now, if I knew how to do audio editing and used Adobe Audition and all that jazz, I could probably make this sound a lot fancier, but I think this sounds pretty freaking awesome. I wanted to add a note right here that although I don't do any audio editing, I did change the input volume of my Yeti in my computer's sound settings per the advice of a handful of videos I watched. My standard MacBook mic is set at the input setting a little above halfway, about 1/4 of a section, and the Yeti input is a little below halfway, about 1/4 of a section down. The goal was to bring down the static noise in the background, and I think it helped significantly. In turn, I have the gain on the Blue Yeti turned up almost all the way to compensate, and it works. I don't know what magic is happening, but it works. I have a very expensive microphone attached to my camera that I use for all of my YouTube videos. It's a shotgun mic. I've tweaked with the settings, watched tons of videos, and I personally like the sound of this $130 microphone so much better than what I use the most often. However, there is a little bit more of like a rigmarole set up for connecting this. With the shotgun mic that is sitting on top of my camera, there's a tiny little cable that plugs into the mic input, and ta-da, it works. With this, I would have to have it plugged into a power source or my computer, and then I can could do one of two things: record within GarageBand like I am now, and then sync the audio later in my editing software, or I would have to connect a audio cable, like an aux cable, into the headphone jack of this microphone, and then into the headphone/mic jack of my Canon 80D. And I have tried that before, and it just looks like Spider-Man went ham all over my recording setup, and I don't like the spider web of cables. There's already so many cables in front of me anyway, and one less is appreciated. So both ways are possible, and once again, the first way where I have it plugged into my computer and then I sync it later is still so freaking simple, and that's what I keep going back to with this microphone, is it's so easy to use. You plug it in and it works. Use cardioid if you're talking to the microphone. The front of the microphone where the blue logo is, so keep that in mind, and that's all you really need to know. If you're looking at using this microphone, especially as like a content creator or a podcaster, like a casual podcaster like myself, which I do have a podcast, you can go check that out. I only use this microphone for that podcast. But if you just want to know, does it work? Does it sound good? And if I just plug it in, will it work? Yeah, plug and play. This video could be 30 seconds long. It's plug and play. Ka-chow. You're done. So I hope this video was helpful for you if you're somebody who is just waiting for that final push to buy the microphone. I would say go to the link in my description and buy the microphone, so that way I can get like 1% and help support a small creator, like I said earlier. You know, always be plugging. But like, just buy it. You're going to be happy with it no matter what type of audio recording you do. It is really simple to use. You can make it more complicated if you want. You can have this little arm thing. You can get a pop filter, which I need to get a better one because this one just flies away all the time. But you can do so much with this thing. The possibilities are pretty much almost endless. I would beg to argue they are almost endless. So if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, consider subscribing. Also, if you have any questions that I did not answer in this very basic review, leave them in the comment section. I check my comments every day, so I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. But like I said, I know tech, I don't know audio. So there's a point where you might want to turn to somebody else, but I'd love to help out if I can. Otherwise, that is it for me. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.